What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
We have a couple of side conversations that we need to do while we're here so that they don't go away. But we're going to be quick about them. And we're going to understand that everything that just happened was very, very good and very, very interesting and very, very lore heavy. And I had just been on the verge to say no more game. But holy crap, this is pretty good.
Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
But now we're back to basic stuff.
Asking about Shaper Valta, or harassing people with talk of dwarven magic.
Screw them.
Who cares what they say? That shouldn't stop you.
I don't have a choice. At least I know I'm not gonna find answers in Orzammar.
So, what now?
I was thinking, the voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Huh?
Titans?
There's another great Tig, the original capital of the dwarves, Kalsharak.
Ooh.
It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're closest to the stone?
They did?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
Yeah, remind me of Kalsharak.
I'm curious about Kalsharak's isolation.
The dwarves took heavy losses during the First Blight.
I'm sure it was in
To stop
Origins
the
or something in
Darkspawn
there
from
somewhere.
Overrunning them, they closed off passages in the deep roads. Those that could retreated to Orzammar. Kalsharak was lost. They abandoned the city and its people, sealed them away with the Darkspawn.
There must have been another way. What they did was monstrous.
Can you imagine being trapped, knowing death was coming?
But they didn't die. The rumors.
That the dwarves of Kalsharak had to change to survive? No one's really sure what that means exactly.
When we find them, you can ask.
So wait, did they not emerge, or did they emerge? I thought they didn't. I thought they emerged.
Are you sure Orzammar isn't hiding something?
Pressing
I'll do
them
some
for
research before
information
next
would be
time.
Tricky. I could anger someone important. If Kalsharak doesn't turn out, I can go back to poking at Orzammar. But not before then.
How do we get in touch with these Kalsharak dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
I do remember that Orzammar wasn't the elven. Oh, we do get to go in the deep roads. That's gonna be fun. It's because the dwarven magic bits that's lore tidbit stuff. That's all good stuff, and the deeper lore stuff has been really, really good so far.
Okay, that's enough. Quiet now. Fine. Who wants a treat?
You make a joke,
I didn't know Manfred could eat.
even though that's not the
Not
jokey
sure
option.
If he knows either, but it worked.
Let's see what he does with it.
Yeah, if I had a treat. That was just a little white lie to quell the riot.
Are you sure it's little to them? Now you've done it. Manfred won't be denied.
Come on, guys, give me a break. Rook?
Guys, Davrin's really tired. Trying to fight archdemons and evil gods. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Sorry.
Wait, you can't just leave me with the...
Good luck with that.
That's Rook, leader of the Veilguard, everyone. Fun little conversation, though. And we have to talk with Tash, who, depending on the conversation, is either really insightful or really dumb. These murals have been awesome, though. It's got me mostly on board with everything again. Mostly.
Hey, glad you stopped by. I was gonna grab drinks with the Lords of Fortune at the Hilt. You're a lord. You should come.
Sounds good.
You should just... I'm gonna go get some drinks. Even though we're in the mystical fade. Yeah, okay, sure. It's the Veilguard. Nothing is close, but nothing is far away. Alright, let's go to the crossroads. Let's find this guest. Let's figure that out. I needed to be done a half hour ago. But we finally got some good stuff happening. And I'm not gonna stop now. Through the bramble patch.
Well met, Rook.
Oh. You are Mythal now, aren't you?
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
That's why the murals had to come after
Illuvians
that.
In general, yes, but not the Dread Wolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dread Wolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
Something about spirits? They're not going to talk about the daughter stealing,
So,
are they?
If Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
Mythal, and you're her.
So you're the next host of Mythal?
Believe it or not, as you choose.
It's come full circle.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you, then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
We'll start with that one.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
The fall of our civilization, the wars, everything elves went through. Where was Mythal for us then?
After the gods'
Good
betrayal,
question.
she was a shadow of her former self. bereft of her power, slowly regaining her strength over the centuries. So she aided the elves as she could, speaking in dreams and offering counsel that ended blights and prevented wars.
At least now we know.
Huh.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own.
Hey, we had just talked about
It
this.
inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Sounds incredibly weird. Thanks for being tone deaf, Rook.
I don't think I'd recover from that.
Neither did I, at the start. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind
that's deep.
remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
So that's why Morrigan never lost her free will. They kind of had like a merging. And Flemeth was much more Mythal than she was Flemeth at the time, and that resolves the two names. That's good. And Morrigan's always had a complicated relationship with her mother. All of this speaks true, and the fact that it was her mother's love I will never see you again, bringing that all back together, I think is really good, and it really shows the connection bit there. I just wish we could see this and do this. This is such solid lore.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillinan or Elganon, or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillinan, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right.
So there's no magic win to it. Okay, that's fair.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer.
Ah, I was afraid of that. That's why I didn't want to pick the
Discover if
dialogue
I
option.
would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need.
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mythal, I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
He's trying to help. Trapped. A self-pitying monster. He's torn, but he doesn't know it.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think Deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Maybe there's a way we all get what we want.
Do you truly believe such a thing?
Well, maybe at least what we deserve.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
So the final area is to get more Flemeth essence?
Another fragment of Mythal, in addition to the one inside you.
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken.
Thank
The
you,
first
Morrigan, for
elves were
insulting me.
spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
This is all written by someone who understands Dragon Age, and I love it! This is the Morrigan that I've been expecting the whole time.
You make it sound like this piece of Mythal is going to attack me.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gellanane, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly, but the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanurus, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
That all makes sense. It's really when you... Oh, man. This dialogue could be studied and thought about. Fragments, if you had made a different decision in your life, if you had fractured and then you see yourself going in two different directions, if you reunited, would you be friends? That makes total sense for a fact of you need to go fight the dragon. This is the type of complex stuff. It's not just go fight a dragon. Oh, it's good.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
I don't think that benevolence and retribution are necessarily opposites, but wisdom to pride, it kind of makes sense. Benevolence, I think, would... Well... Wisdom to pride makes sense. You slip into pride. When benevolence, you don't slip into retribution. I guess you do. No, you do. Because if you're benevolent to others and someone slaps you, after a while, you're going to slap them back because it's more benevolent to take that action. Okay, nope, that fits. You talked me into it, game.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity.
Respect?
She is, for
pity.
want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elvenon. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope from a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than any before them.
It's never going to talk about the maker thing, but if it's implied that she was making little advice and pricks, she probably wasn't the maker, but she probably gave the vision. She probably made the whispers. Hardy, do you understand the implications of how cool that is? Oh, we're doing it. It's gonna be another level 50 encounter. Because it's endgame like everything else it was.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was.
I'll be quiet, Rook. Let's get ready for a fight. Now, if it was a true Dragon Age game, we'd be able to talk Mythal out of it. They accused me of treachery against Fen Haral and cast me down from the heights. I protested my innocence then, I protest it now. Crawling with my limbs shattered, but there is no one here. So I offer myself up in the execution that once most pleased the gods. May the name Nuenel be cleansed with flame. I don't know what Nuenel is. Stone bears gouges of titanic claws, a message card. I hope it's not just a random thing. It doesn't look like it is. But I also don't know what it has to do with Mythal.
That has to be her.
Will this be a conversation with words or knives?
Guess we'll find out.
A true Dragon Age game would let us talk, have a talking conversation out of it, having more options than to just fight it out. That's one other thing that this game has been missing is true RPG choices where you could do other things. This has just been an action RPG.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never again expected to see my children in the Dread Wolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solas. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Have you come to seek the blessing of your god? Or did you come to ask your god to sacrifice herself to help you defeat the monsters Elganon and Gillenane have become?
Die, false god. Do we kill Mythal? That's a deep philosophical question. What do we want to do here? We stand at a precipice that's so... Oh, apparently it's making Rook's knee shake a whole bunch. As he's very... He has got a nervous tick standing in front of an elven god. I want your help. Die. Do we kill someone who is indirectly responsible for everything? Well, she was benevolent. She sought power to end everything to save her children, but she was wrong in... But she was the cause of everything that happened. It's kind of like the fall and how... Okay, some religious implications there. But she's just... Ooh, This isn't the same Mythal, but it would be the same Mythal if she had lived the lives of Flemeth. This is one that's fresh off of her power, where she did get killed and betrayed, where she was betrayed because she tried to stand up against the Blight. I want her help.
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world, and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing?
Thank
you.
you.
Are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solas's memories, his regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Elganon and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so.
Oh, I don't want to mess this up.
Simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I...
I should have saved. I should have saved. We have to stop the Blight. She was trying to stop the Blight and she got betrayed for it.
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the Blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must help you.
We know the truth about the Blight. We know it came from the imprisoned dreams of the Titans after you and Solas defeated them.
And?
She won't care that people die. If we accuse her, is that gonna hit it too much?
And the Blight only happened because of what you did. You need to fix your mistake.
My mistake? I saved
Oh no 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 no.
Everyone get ready.
Right. Of course, she's a big dragon.
No. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You can call me a cheater. You can call me whatever you want. I'm not doing that. Okay, we'll skip through the dialogue here. You stood against it.
Stopping the Blight mattered enough for you to talk with Solus even after he rebelled against you. It mattered enough for you to stand against the other gods.
And I was struck down for doing so, betrayed by those I had ruled beside for centuries.
You made the difficult choice to protect your home because it was the right thing to do. Help me do the same.
Not bad, but not enough. Let us speak of something else.
Ooh, good start, good start. Solus is helping me.
Solus is helping
That
me.
might be the wrong choice.
Solus is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
But the two of you stay close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept. He keeps me here, yet has not visited since waking from his slumber. Tell me this. What should I have done when Solus turned against me after all we had been to one another?
Respected him. Ooh. Ooh. Doesn't want pity. Respect.
Maybe you should have listened when he warned you about staying on as rulers after the war.
Are you saying I was wrong?
You asked me what you should have done. I can't prove my worth by lying to you. Solus didn't want to manifest a physical body or destroy the Titans. He did things he hated because he cared about you. Supporting you and Elganon becoming rulers was the one line he wouldn't cross. If someone who followed you everywhere refused to follow you there, what does that say?
If you wish to prove your worth, you must do better than that.
Not a good conversation transition, but okay, this is a good tense conversation.
You can't want Elganon and Gillenay to rule the world. Not after what they did to you.
I ruled alongside them for centuries. I bear them no love now, and they were ever flawed, as all rulers are. Yet they were better than the others who threatened your ancestors. Monsters like the Titans, or selfish fools like Anaris. Set the Blight aside.
I still don't know who Naris is. I need to look that up.
Tell me why I should help you topple your own gods.
They wronged you. We need no gods.
We don't need gods of any kind protecting us.
Is that so? You are a petulant child.
Oh no 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 no.
You've no idea how many monsters lurk outside the walls of the house your parents created to keep you safe. Your words are weak.
Oh my gosh. I guess they wronged you. I've got to do that.
What they did to you was wrong.
And you care so deeply for the injustice done to me thousands of years ago.
You deserve justice. And they deserve to be punished for misusing their power and killing you when you tried to check them.
Retribution.
Your arguments are compelling. I find you worthy, Rook. I have spent thousands of years watching. I shall miss that. But if what I am can protect the innocent and smite the guilty, this is what remains of me. I give it to you freely. Use it to protect this world with kindness when possible and cunning when necessary.
I will. Thank you. The essence of the Protector. Like a piece of the sun. I've never felt something so Alive.
A great prize. But how do we use it?
The god knows her moment. At least her essence does. When the time comes, we'll be ready. We did it. We got Mythal's essence.
A fragment of Mythal. Yeah. That.
She was willing to talk after all.
Not sure what we do with it just yet, but if Morrigan's telling the truth, it'll come in handy at some point.
That was what this game has been missing. A conversation. Deals 80 fire damage. This just deals a ton of damage, doesn't it? What does it look like? That is not what it looks like. Oh no. It's doing that thing it did before. Wait, what does it look like? Keep it out, keep it out, keep it out, Rook. It looks like a pretty unique sword. It is too bad because fighting a dragon would have been fun, but I do like the idea that the reward would be lesser if you just went and fought it. It actually, and the game is trying to reward you for listening and paying attention to all of the regrets and everything like that that happened. Everything about this portion of the game has just been so good. And I felt like I just took a quiz and I got it mostly right. It's astounding. Standard enemies now always considered to have low health. What? That's gonna change. Can you imagine? I guess it is standard enemies. But I could have a build directly for fighting standard enemies. Also, I'm missing a statue. I don't know how I'm missing an Evanir statue. I really don't know how I'm missing one. That makes no sense to me. It sounds like there's probably one supposed to be over here somewhere, because it's just not there. There's not one in this area. Oh yeah, and then there's the deep roads to do. Just casually find one of the most ancient dwarven cities that has no build up. Someone did understand this game. Someone understood Dragon Age. And they worked on this game and they wrote the main dialogue of these quests.
I wish I could breathe fire. I don't know, it just feels like the kind of...
Nobody cares. Scout Harding has a conversation over there. Okay. We'll go do it, and then we'll end it for the day. I gotta know how it ends now. I have to know how it ends now. It has... It showed something of value.
Hey, Harding?
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
Something's bothering you.
You're upset.
But I'm not...
You've been sitting in here by yourself. It's Solus's memory, isn't it?
They stole Titan blood to walk the world like humans. And when the Titans didn't like that, they just took their spirits. Should I be angry or sad? Why aren't I angrier? It's a lot to handle.
Just continue to apologize for it.
This might be silly, but I'm sorry for what my gods did.
You're not them, and I'm not really the Titans. But thank you for saying that, Rook. It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. Revenge won't bring the Titans back. It can't erase what happened. And the Inquisitor thinks Solus can be saved. And I want to try. But I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. Solus was always distant. Guess it's hard to react when a magic rock's talking at you. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be alright.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
Except for the oh, shut up, that was a good conversation. Intense emotions! Stakes! This has been what it is all about. And there was a dialogue tree with right and wrong dialogue answers. Like definitive right and wrong answers. I'm not going to say that my opinion of this game has gone 350. I've had to wade through a lot of garbage to get to that point. But I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that this wasn't good. The only problem that I have with it is that it's in this game. In a vehicle that cannot possibly contain this and do it justice. This game should have been an exploration of Solus instead of a description about Solus. It should have been living the examples of Mythal, hunting this stuff down. It should have been Veil Jumper focused. It should have been... I can see the gloriousness in which this game could be. And it's something else. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a ride. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Farewell for now.